Is the Archbishop of Bamenda, Andrew Nkea, merely striving to be politically correct? Or is he profoundly dishonest? This is the subject of the message I bring to you today. I am Chris Anu, your comrade in arms for a free and independent Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Today is July the 25th, in the year of our Lord, 2024. In a recent interview conducted by a local reporter in Ambazonia, Archbishop Nkea once again revealed his contentious nature, presenting his proposed solutions to the ongoing conflict between Cameroon and Ambazonia. Based on our direct experiences and his communications with the diaspora, he comes across as an exceedingly two-faced figure, often speaking from both sides of his mouth. When asked about his involving the diaspora in discussions to resolve the conflict, the Archbishop dismissively replied, and I quote, "They do what they do because they don't live in Cameroon. They are not adequately informed. They don't have first-hand experience. They have second-hand experience," end of quote. He also asserted that, and I quote again, "When they kill people in Bamenda, I am the first to arrive at the scene. When they burn people's houses, I am the first to arrive. I have always said I will not be discussing the Anglophone problem with people who are not on the ground. They don't know what they are talking about," end of quote. Again, I am there quoting the Archbishop of Bamenda, Andrew Nkea. The Archbishop's comments, ladies and gentlemen, raise serious questions about his sincerity. Is he merely striving to be politically correct, or is he profoundly a dishonest man? Diaspora members who have lost loved ones and property to both La République du Cameroun soldiers and rogue Ambazonian elements, they understand the devastation firsthand. The diaspora leaders he disparages are deeply informed and genuinely care about the people, arguably more than the Archbishop himself. While he relies on reports from his parishioners, he has rarely, if ever, visited the thousands of bereaved individuals within his own bishopric, except maybe for the natural incident where he happened to have visited the 10 Francophones killed in that incident. In his interview, the Archbishop made the following statement again, and I quote. He said, "People come out with this argument, there can be no peace without justice, and I tell them that they are mistaken," end of quote. He attempted to support his claim or disclaim by comparing the conflict to the political fights in America between Republicans and Democrats, stating, and I quote, "Despite their disagreements, they don't kill each other," end of quote. The Archbishop's analogy is not only flawed, but also dangerously simplistic. Comparing political disagreements in America to the brutal war in Ambazonia is like comparing apples to oranges. In America, politicians debate policies, but in Ambazonia, it is a war where people are fighting and dying. And we know that people die at war. When asked how the war should be brought to an end, Archbishop Andrew Nkea suggested, and I quote, "You promote an atmosphere for justice when people can look at each other in the eyes and talk," end of quote. However, the justice the Archbishop envisions is rooted in the context of one Cameroon, a notion we have long rejected and whose citizens we have denied also. His vision of justice and normalcy is not aligned with the justice we Ambazonians seek. Archbishop Andrew Nkea yearns for the return of a status quo within a united Cameroon. But the underlying motive is clear. It is power, and control. The Archbishop understands that a free Ambazonia would strip him of his aspiration to become a cardinal and a leader of the Roman Catholic Church in Cameroon. His influence would be diminished, and the promotion he covets might never materialize. This is the fundamental truth, the fundamental reason he will never support a free and independent Ambazonia. The stark reality is that Archbishop Andrew Nkea's motivations are driven by a personal ambition rather than a genuine desire for peace and justice. His attempt to discredit the diaspora and downplay their experiences are part of a broader strategy to maintain his influence and secure his position within the church hierarchy in Central Africa. The diaspora's first-hand experiences of loss and suffering provide them with a profound understanding of the conflict. They have lost loved ones, homes, and livelihoods to the violence perpetrated by both La République du Cameroon soldiers and the rogue elements among Ambazonian fighters. This personal connection to the conflict gives them a unique perspective and a deep commitment to seeking justice and freedom for Ambazonia. In contrast, Archbishop Nkea's involvement appears superficial to say the least. While he claims to be the first on the scene of atrocities, his actions suggest otherwise. His reluctance to engage with the diaspora and acknowledge their experiences reveals a disconnect between his words and actions. The Archbishop's comparison of the conflict in Ambazonia to political disagreements in America is not only misguided, but also insulting to those who have endured the horrors of this war. The conflict in Ambazonia is not a mere political dispute. It is a struggle for survival and self-determination. Comparing it to the political bickering in America trivializes the suffering of the people and undermines the gravity of the conflict. Archbishop Nkea's call for dialogue and justice within the framework of a unified Cameroon ignores the root causes of the conflict. The people of Ambazonia have long rejected citizenship within a country that has oppressed and marginalized them. Their fight for independence is a fight for their fundamental rights and freedoms. The Archbishop's vision of justice, which seeks to maintain the status quo, is incompatible, ladies and gentlemen, with the aspirations of the people of Ambazonia. It is crucial to recognize that Archbishop Nkea's position is not just a matter of personal integrity, but also a reflection of the broader power dynamics at play. The Church, the Roman Catholic Church, like many institutions, is deeply intertwined with political and social structures. The Archbishop's stance on the conflict is influenced by these dynamics and his desire to maintain his standing within the church and, if possible, become the sole cardinal for all of Central Africa. The diaspora, on the other hand, remains committed to the cause of Ambazonia independence. Their experiences of loss and suffering have always strengthened their resolve to fight for a free and just Ambazonia. They understand that true justice cannot be achieved within the framework of a unified Cameroon where their rights and freedoms are continually denied. The people of Amazonia deserve leaders who genuinely care about their plight and are committed to achieving justice and freedom. They deserve leaders who understand the gravity of their situation and are willing to fight for their rights. Archbishop Andrew Nkea's actions and words suggest that he is not such a leader. The people of Amazonia will continue to fight for their rights and freedoms undeterred, ladies and gentlemen, undeterred by the dismissive attitudes and flawed analogies of figures like Archbishop Nkea. Their struggle is a testament to their resilience and determination to achieve justice and independence for their homeland. Again, this came to you from your comrade in arms, Chris Anno. Please, if it gets into your hands, pass it around. God bless you all.